Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Miami Dolphins. Happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Play action, now it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. Throw caught by Achane. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Well, Tua's going to change things up.
Black shot.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here, because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really liked? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again, because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And the tight end goes in motion left. From midfield, here's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. So the interception there. And Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Miami defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Right side to Williams. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 34 yards there and a first down. Running right, here's Achane. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. 2nd and 9 from the 44. A run straight ahead with Achane. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. And that flag accepted. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Green Jack.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Tua going to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Tua signaling to change things up. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Blue striker.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. With it is Jackson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third down and 1. Prescott to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to.
And Prescott, his third interception. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's Achane. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Up the middle, Achane. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now Tua going to change the play.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. He's checking.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Check it back. Turbo 3.
In motion left, Hill. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. He's on his way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on second down, ball on the 10. A run now from Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Gibbs straight ahead. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Another run for Gibbs here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Waddle, the motion man right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibbs. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Vaughn is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Gibbs. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Prescott off play action. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Now he's loose at the 40. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, 6th overall. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best...
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, Prescott stripped.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off.
And now here's another interception. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they...
And I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
Achane is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And some room to work down the left sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Tua now running right on the option. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Striker, 3-3. Solo left side. Ran, cycle.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Play action now, Prescott. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamison Williams, 45 yards. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now down to 20. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Wilson going to try the right side. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Dancing to his left. That's over the middle, caught by Chosen. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. He'll drop to throw. It's Hill, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, Blue. You got motion. White. Hey, 21 TM.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Fighting through pressure. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On play action, Prescott. His throw's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He's got it to Williams. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.